Okay, the land of shrimp creole, gumbo, jambalaya, crawfish. Vegan in New Orleans? Really? Yeah, so one of my good friends from New Orleans said that I would starve. Yeah, she said that. So let's see if that's true. No, it's not vegan, it's vegetarian, and I'm in New Orleans. I'm going with the flow, and everyone said I had to try Cafe Du Monde. Okay, so we are at the world famous Cafe Du Monde. We just got our three beignets, which is a single order, some orange juice, and I'm looking forward to trying these. Okay, they were a little greasy, but delicious. Okay, so I just came from like a 1 hour workout. It's about, I don't know, 9:30, 10 o'clock. And so I got back to the hotel at around about an hour ago, and I decided to see if I could get something to eat at the hotel, and they were really nice, and they said they could make something for me, but then they couldn't think of what they could make for me that was vegan. But they did look up some vegan restaurants, and I didn't feel like walking back to where I just came from. So I decided to just sort of walk around the hotel and see if I could just stumble upon something. So I came across like, I would say, I don't know, 15, 20 maybe restaurants. Okay, there was one restaurant that offered a $15, $16 veggie burger. So I know it wasn't vegan, and I wasn't in for paying $15 for a veggie burger that I think was probably questionable anyway. Um, and the other restaurants literally did not have anything on the menu. So I was about to just head back home, and I saw like this little courtyard area, and there are a lot of people hanging out. And I just said, let me just walk over there. And so there were about, I would say, maybe six restaurants over there. It was a steakhouse, kind of like, I don't know, steakhousey burger kind of places. Um, and thought I found a place. I was kind of reluctant because there were only sides that I thought might do. And so like French fries and garlic mashed potatoes, which I'm pretty sure would have come with like 17 sticks of butter, but I was going to ask anyway. And then I think there was some seasonal vegetables. So I said, you know what? I'm tired. I've been walking for about an hour. Let me go and just get some takeout. And so I get to the bar, and they say that they're not doing takeout. I would have to sit at the restaurant. And, at this point, I just said, forget it. I didn't really want to eat the food anyway. It was just something, just something. But, it's my fault because there's a vegan restaurant around the corner from the hotel. And I should have just gone there, gotten some food before I started, doing my stroll around New Orleans because it closed at 9 o'clock. Well, it's not a vegan restaurant, but they have vegan options. So I didn't do that. So, yeah. And I ate all my snacks. So that's it. That was my adventure. At least I got a good workout. I really need to work out. So I got like an hour walk around the city. It's really humid. It's like 10 o'clock and it's like really humid out. I don't even know. Feels like 70 degrees or so. But I do have juice. So if you are, so my assessment of the 4 or 5 hours that I've been in New Orleans, at least the downtown French Quarter area, is I think that I'm kind of in the warehouse district, which borders the French Quarter area. Is that if you like to drink and you like to drink a lot, there are so many options for you. I mean, drinking and Yeah, drinking and drinking. I think you can have a drink for appetizer, drink for entree, drink for dessert. So that if that's your thing, then I think that you would definitely enjoy this part of New Orleans. Yeah, I've been to a lot of places, but this is one place where I mean, 20 restaurants, and nothing on the menu. Now, granted, I do have my list. I do have my list of restaurants, and but I just wasn't up for. Many of them were closed, and I just wasn't up for kind of walking to the one place that might have some options. So that's a lesson for me to just be a little bit more prepared. Um, but I do have my juice, so that's what I'm going to be having for dinner today. It's some juice. So take care. So this is probably my favorite restaurant in New Orleans. It's called Meals from the Heart Cafe, and it's in the Farmers Market. It's very, very good. What can I say? These are delicious vegan pancakes. Now, I wish I could say the same thing for this Girls Gone Vegan brownie. Not so good. So the plan was to go to this Mardi Gras Indian restaurant, but unfortunately it was closed. But luckily I had a map and a backup plan. And the backup plan was a big success. This is a vegetarian friendly restaurant. Okay, so for an appetizer, we got some plantains, and it came with this spicy sauce. It's an interesting combination. So, very sweet, ripe plantains with a spicy sauce. Okay, so this is my dish. It's very good. And as you can see, we tore up the plantains. And this is the other dish. It's very good. Oh, this is really, really good. This is really good. So I heard a lot of good things about Seed, so I was happy to get here. So one of the things I wanted to try was their vegan beignets. Yeah. So across the street from Seed is a place called Green Fork, and it's a juice and smoothie bar. Yep, it happened again. I didn't learn my lesson the first time. The vegan restaurant that I was going to go to was closed. But this time I did a search online and realized there was a Fuddruckers across the street and they sell veggie burgers. Hey. So back to the plan. I am at Carmel Tropical Cafe. This place got really good reviews and I was looking forward to a good vegan meal. What am I going to get for dinner? So this is what I got: a dish called Vegan Rico, which is an open face sandwich, and I really love the broken noodle salad. I really like both of them. So all in all, New Orleans, I love the city. If you're a vegan, just prepare. This is a really interesting adventure, but the food is great. So, is New Orleans a vegan friendly city? I will have to say yes or no. And that's because if you're looking for a vegan or vegetarian option at just like a everyday kind of restaurant, then you're going to be in for a big challenge. And those are the types of restaurants that are typically in tourist areas. Um, However, if you do some homework and you make your list, you map them out, then you can definitely find places to eat, vegan and vegetarian options. And the good thing about New Orleans, unlike other places, is that generally the food is good. Some places you go and you take you 30 minutes or whatever hour to find a place, and the food is just okay. But I will say that every place that I discovered, it was really good. I wasn't disappointed at all. So, with that said, I think that you can definitely survive. Of course, it's always best to get, if you can, an apartment so that you can cook your own food. But if that's not an option, I think you'll be okay as long as you do your homework.